Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. I am super excited about today's video because it contains two artists, one that I've been dying to hear and one that I've been dying to hear more of, Seether and Amy Lee. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation. Let's get to it. Oh my goodness. I have got like so many goosebumps. It's a little distracting how these goosebumps are just, and the chills and everything. Oh, wow. We're gonna go back to the beginning and I'll stop and maybe go back to the beginning a few more times. We have a lot to talk about. So from that first vocal phrase, Sean has me. And I'm looking back up here. Sean Morgan is his name. I've been learning so many names of musicians. Sean Morgan. I know Amy Lee already. But Sean Morgan, first time hearing him. Oh, that first vocal phrase is so good. Let's listen to it one more time and then I'll tell you some of why it's good. I don't even think I can articulate every reason why it's good. It's so good. Oh, back here again.
I wanted you to know that I love the way you laugh.
So let's just talk about the breath. That breath in the middle. It has a desperation to it. I don't think he actually needs it to create the sound, but he's using that breath to propel that top even further. I love it when singers don't let the energy drop in a breath. And right here, it actually gives us more energy when he takes the breath. We're like, oh gosh, I'm gonna gasp with him. Glorious. Also, I love the way that we have a very clean vocal that then has distortion essentially put on top of it. He gives this grit, adds some grit in his sound. I've been studying how grit and distortion and harsh vocals are made. I'm not like just saying like I read papers online. No, I'm actually part of vocal research studying these things. And I'll talk about a Kickstarter later if y'all are interested, funding that so that we understand how to healthily make sounds like this because they're incredible. They're so emotive. And I love the way that we can hear him go from clean into that distortion as if it was just another thing he can sprinkle on top. It's not damaging in any way. Let's go back again. A little hint of it there, and then a lot more. Excuse me while I drool, because even adds this cry in here, this like moment that it's so emotional. I love it. Okay.
Love the way you laugh. I wanna hold you high
Right there.
and stay.
The cry he does is essentially like it's almost like a mini yodel where it's sort of hiking for a moment into another register and then purposely breaking the voice into a cry. It's gorgeous.
I wanna hold you high and steal your pain away. I keep your photograph, and I know it's served.
There's a really cool sound that entered. It seemed like left side. It had this had a almost like a helicopter coming in. I think it might just be some sort of delay on a guitar. I loved the texture there.
Steal your pain away. I keep your
That's nice.
photograph.
The bed of strings is also great.
I know it serves me well. I wanna hold you high and steal your pain because I'm broken when I'm lonesome and I don't feel right when you're gone away.
We are just gonna go back to listen to that. Those harmonies are so beautiful, and the step down on broken, Ken, it felt like it would resolve, and instead it actually added more tension to the music. Mwah. I love that.
Because I'm broken when I'm lonesome and I don't feel right when you're gone away. You've gone away.
This is such a pretty music video too. I feel so indulgent right now. I was like, I need to stop to talk about this vocal thing. Oh my gosh, we just got to the chorus and it's so pretty. I gotta let it play. We're gonna go back to that verse from Amy. Oh, this is beautiful. Here-ish. Okay, I'll try to recapture what my thoughts were during the verse. They got obliterated by the beauty of the chorus. Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, so some thoughts about the verses and the two different voices here. With Amy, she has a certain fluffiness in her sound. That there's air that is continually moving that we hear in her sound a lot more than I hear in Sean's sound. It's almost like where Sean has grit, Amy has air. And these things are all created right in the vocal tract. By the way, just so you can think about voice like a voice scientist, let's talk about this source filter theory. We can apply this to any sound that's going to be made in here. The sound is created by some sort of structure that is constraining, colliding in some way, right? The true vocal folds go wacka, wacka, wacka 440 times per second to create a concert A, which is the note that orchestras tune at. So they can go wacka, wacka, wacka in a very periodic way, meaning it's very regular, and they have very specific stratification, essentially, of the tissue. It's a very fussy, delicate tissue that creates that true pitch. And then above that, there are so many other anatomical structures that can come close or collide in some way and create different kinds of sounds, different kinds of distortion. We have so little data about those other structures, even though there are many more structures that can create those kinds of sounds than there are your true vocal folds. We have so little data. And the crazy thing is, those structures up there seem like this is like cutting edge what we're looking at. It seems like they actually can pretty heavily influence the clean singing, just the true vocal folds. So those might be more involved than we thought that they were. But we have no real answers right now because there's just no research about it. So if you want to get answers like I do, you can check out some information about our Kickstarter where we are raising money for vocal research. I know, it's just because I'm a nerd. I'm donating my time, energy, efforts, everything. I just want to raise money for vocal research, y'all. Put some cameras down some people's throats. Put some electrodes to measure nerve activation. Put them in MRI machines. Yeah, I know, it's so nerdy. But all of that applies to what both Amy and Sean are doing here. Sean in particular, I hear one of those upper structures going. Amy, the airiness could be affected by those upper structures. It's wild to me that we don't know more. And it's so beautiful how they create these different sounds. I want to know more about it.
It's over now, and we can breathe again. I wanna hold you like steel.
The doll is a little creepy.
There's so much left to learn, and no one left to fight.
In particular, when she goes up to that really gathered top note, I love the way as she goes up, we actually lose some of that airiness. That's one of those moments when I would like to know, is there a narrowing of any of those upper structures to help that sound be achieved? It's a fantastic gathered, it's really approaching a belt. Maybe she would call it more of a mixed sound. There's so much we don't know. It's beautiful to just hear, though. Beautiful, so emotive.
There's so much left to learn, and no one left to fight. I
You know what? It's so good. One more time.
left to fight. I wanna hold you high and steal your pain.
Her voice is amazing. Whoa. Is that what they're doing in that harmony? If that's so, that might be partly why I'm just guffawed. Oh, back further. Yeah. This is crazy. So they're moving in parallel fourths here, which is talking about the interval or sort of space between those pitches. They're a fourth apart. And standard music theory doesn't like it when we move in parallel fifths, parallel fourths. It's gonna sound a little bit more like monks chanting. We evolved from that, kind of like in think Beethoven, Mozart. We evolved some more functional music theory and chord progressions that didn't involve a sound like this. Right, that is, there's something that feels slightly ancient about that happening. Not only that, it is moving down a half step. So you have two pitches that are moving down half steps. It's very, very tense and open at the same time. This is not typical harmony. That chorus is just, it's fantastic in so many ways. I think that the thing that impresses me the most is the emotional impact of it. Ultimately, whatever you're doing, whatever you're singing, it needs to have an emotional impact, in my opinion. What makes a song great? My answer is the message. It's always the message. It is important to learn how to sing well, learn how to sing without damaging yourself, please. Please, please, please. And that's so that you can express more, continue to deliver message, move people. I think that this chorus is so moving. There is just, it feels like so much heart pouring through the vocal folds of each of these people. Wow, I'm gonna play it again. I love it. Back further. Here? I love that shot. We definitely have some classical strings underneath this instrumental interlude. I think I'm hearing maybe a cello in there, maybe a violin as well. There's what I would describe as a string bed. There's strings underneath, which are often associated with very romantic, sweeping emotions. Beautiful lines written in there too. That is gorgeous writing for the strings. For everything. Wow. And there's a like helicopter-like effect. Right? And just go back into that chorus because it's so good. I like that they cleared the sound right before they dove back into it. I feel like that's like a buzz bud. If you guys haven't had them before, you might see me try some on camera soon. It's this flower that you can eat that when you eat it, it causes your taste buds to essentially tingle, numb up a little bit, and then take a drink before the flower, and then eat the flower, and chew on it, and then take a drink afterwards, and it completely changes the way a drink tastes. It's so amazing. You can do it with any kind of drink. This isn't like an alcohol-only flower, okay? I was introduced to these flowers as just the spice format in Sichuan province in China. A lot of the traditional Sichuanese dishes have this spice in them. So like hot pot, as you eat more and more hot pot, your taste buds tend to tingle more and the flavors become more and more heightened. And I think that dropout was essentially like that taste bud clearing, if you will. It was a moment where we chewed the buzz bud and then got to be reignited with the flavors of a delicious, delicious chorus. Check that out again. did the arrangement for instruments in this. I don't know if that's from Seether specifically or if there was a like a string version that is in this featuring Amy Lee part. I'm not sure. Just whoever put this combination of instruments and voices together in that arrangement, like hats off. That's gorgeous. There's so much movement in different parts, yet it's not become overcomplicated in any way. It's still very focused on heightening the message. And then hats off as well to the film crew here and music video producer. This is a beautiful setting to show that brokenness, that just the things going up in smoke. I like, of course, the costuming I think is fantastic, but it feels like this is a setting that everyone can relate to, right? It's not fancy. Like anyone could be here and just experiencing sort of, it's going to feel almost like a little bit of a wasteland. Wow. Great all around. Nice strings. She has got so much beauty and power wrapped into her sound. It's one of the things about Amy Lee that I think is just incredible. She can sound so fragile in 1 second and so strong in another. And she's able to always be present in both sounds as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Also, I love that they recognize how good this chorus was because I could have easily seen this song to have more bridge, have more another verse or a different sort of variation. Instead, they're like, "Hey, this chorus is so good. Let's do the chorus again." And I think everyone probably nodded and said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." Like just like Elizabeth right now, we need more good chorus. Too good.
You've gone away, you don't feel me here
Oh, wow.
anymore.
You know, Sean has elements of grunge in his tone. It's interesting. I wouldn't say he's grunge necessarily, maybe like an evolution thereof. But it's leaning into the R's, leaning into more closed mouth, so like a slightly more um, casual approach to the pronunciation and the style. But it overall the way his voice soars and the music, it feels like it's just a little heavier, right? Cool.
You've gone away,
Oh, they're singing through that.
don't feel
Great.
me
Wow.
here anymore.
That's very grungy. It could have been longer. I could have had like 5 more choruses. If you're a vocal nerd like me, I hope that you will check out this Kickstarter and support vocal research for science. I'll pin a comment, post something about it in the about section as well. So, other than, supporting vocal research, if you want to get into some more vocal analysis, you can check out some of these videos I've made over here about Amy Lee. I'll also toss in a couple grunge ones there for you. And may you fall more in love with music every day. Mwah.